Hi friends, welcome to my table. Diamond Painting Dude 77. And if you're new here, my name is Ryan. And if you're new here, welcome to my table. And I ask that you sit down, relax, visit, learn a little bit about me, leave a comment, let me know a little bit about you. And if you like all of that, hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell so you know when I come out with content. It'll give you a notification. And if you're returning and you're already part of the Dude family, thank you for coming. It's always nice spending some time with you. I'm refilling my pen with my Art Dot wax or putty, and I think that's the last putty I'm ever going to use. I love it. It maintains its stickiness, and this container lasted me pretty long time, and it's pretty inexpensive putty. So I'm listening to some tribal flute music. It is royalty free, so hopefully I don't get any slap on the hand. My life has been full of anxiety for quite a while. I do suffer from an anxiety disorder, social anxiety disorder. It's all stuff that stems from my ADD and being untreated, undiagnosed, and not knowing exactly what's going on in my brain. But the last decade, I've been working on all that, learning who I am, why I am who I am, and all that fun stuff. So I am letting go of a lot of anxiety that I'm bringing on myself that I can control. And diamond painting was starting to give me some anxiety and overwhelmingness. And that's not supposed to happen. I mean, this is supposed to be therapeutic. That's why I started it in the first place. And I need to apologize to you folks, because so one thing that goes along with my ADHD is something new becomes amazing, and I throw my whole existence into it. And that's not what I'm apologizing for. It's just that I might be a little bit more quiet in the future. I'm not saying forever, but I just need, that's how my mind works. And if I take things too fast, or I get too much stimuli, I start to get overwhelmed, and I want to stop doing things. I want to run away from them. And I recognize that now, and it's not something I want to do. So I'm kind of gonna step back from doing events. Oh, I mean, an abundance of events. So I'm doing Year of the Horse. I wanted to do Year of the Horse. This is one of my first paintings I ever bought from, that was a Diamond Art Club. I bought it on eBay. I got an amazing deal. I think I paid like $35 for it. I loved the imagery. I I love the American Eagle. I love everything it signifies: strength, freedom, and so when I saw this, I had to buy it, and I made an offer. It was accepted. I got it. It's an older kit. And then Year of the Horse came around, and that was like, yep, time to break that out. But I had so many other things going on. I had, December was a long month with my painting for the event I was in, all month of that. And it was so confetti heavy, and I was so driven to get that done. Plus I had other whips and those were on my mind, but I did finish my Christmas one, and then January, then I got involved with Pink and Black, which was it was a ride, and it was a good ride. And I want to thank Mushmello and Crafty-ish Kristen, and all the sponsors and all the participants, because they included me. I wanted to give back to the community, and I had placed an order with Forever Young, and it said that my package was delivered to a different address in my city, but out in the rural areas. So Forever Young decided they gave me the option if I wanted to get a refund or if I wanted to have them reship the product. And of course I wanted my product. It was like, I got like 6 of the Dark Angel series. No, 2. That order was 2. And so I wanted those. So I told them, just, yes, please reship it. So they did. Well, I ended up getting the other box too. And Forever Young said, just keep it. I asked them if they wanted me to send it back, and they were like, no, just keep it. So I wanted to, I don't need 2 of each canvas, or 2 of each canvas. So, they were part of the Dark Angel series, so it fit in to Pink and Black. So I reached out to Mushmello, and if Crafty-ish Kristen, if you are watching this, I hope you didn't kind of get offended that I kind of talked to Mushmello the most. It was just I was already subscribed to her, and I kind of was a little bit more comfortable, just because I've seen her videos, and I had just kind of met you because of the group, which I'm happy to have met you. You're really funny, and you're really cool. Anyway, I digress. So I was like, hey, I would like to give you another gift to give away, because the more gifts the better, I think. If you're gonna give gifts, give gifts. So she came up with an idea where I could be part of the event, and that's how you got the troll machine with me. And I thought that was really fun. I mean, that was like the first. It was a bunch of firsts. That I got confused with that, but Mushmello, I reached out to her, and she like helped me through it. And even though she was really busy, she took the time to kind of, guide me along the way. And any questions I had, she was there. And I think it turned out to be really successful. And a lot of you subscribed to my channel. A lot of you are still here. And I made some good friends out of being in that event. So yeah. So and also I was participating in a paint along on my friend Laura's Facebook page, Diamond Painting with Friends 2.0. And part of me thinks there was even another event, but then February comes around and it's 28 days, and so I know I'm missing something in this time, whatever. But so still doing Year of the Horse. February comes along. I still haven't finished my mystery for Diamond Painting with Friends 2.0. So I have that on my mind. I didn't finish my painting for Pink and Black, so I had that on my mind. But I could roll my painting from Pink and Black over to Diamonds with Friends 2.0 for Flowers and Hearts paint along. So that'll, it was going good. Until this week, I did not get to that canvas. So I was doing that. I am doing that. And then Black Dahlia. And oh God, I'm sorry. I know I got that wrong. Anyway. So I doubled up on her event, Year of the Horse. In that event, you have to give progress weekly. And I don't think I have enough progress for this month, but I did post a photo. So anyway, so I have 3 events kind of going on this month. Plus I have all those whips in my mind. I have my night that I still haven't put another drill on. So anyway, so I decided after February I'm taking a break from events, and I'm going to catch up with my mind. I want to enjoy this horse canvas because it means a lot to me. It's a symbol of healing, and it's a symbol of strength, and I'm gonna get back to what made me start this, because my life might change a little bit. Some of you know all the details, and I'm not going to get into details here, but might be time for another big life change. I'm probably going to end up moving to New Mexico with my father, and I think I started out thinking in the wrong way of thinking. I think that, nothing's in stone yet. He told me I could, but I know he needs to talk to his wife. It's a lot. So, if I do move out there, it will be probably in October. It's a lot to figure out um, I did a lot of life resets in my life. So I'll take you down a little journey, and it's another thing you could look at my life and say, yup, that dude's like pretty high on the ADD spectrum, because it's not just attention, it's like just life itself. And it's like, back then it was hard to get medicated because, you know, mental health just wasn't covered by any of the insurances that I ever had in my life. And when you're young, you just don't see. I mean, I didn't. I don't know. I just lived by a whim, and with the social anxiety I have, I ran away from situations. And so it was like, I can trace it back to when I was 17. I wasn't the smartest in school. I excelled in things I enjoyed, of course, and I failed at things that were mundane and boring, and I didn't understand, or I didn't learn fast enough. So, and all that builds up. But so when I was 17, I ended up moving to in Wisconsin by Appleton with some friends, and I was gonna stay there, but I couldn't go to school because my dad, the school wanted them to adopt me, and my mom and dad were not gonna have that. And I thought it was kind of weird too. I mean, I was 17. Like, I'm not gonna let my friends adopt me because. So I went back and lived with my mom and dad. But when I graduated, I didn't graduate high school. I got a GED, and when I got that, I ended up moving to Green Bay right away because I used to go clubbing. I was a little club kid in the 90s, and I'd go clubbing on the weekends there, and I had people I knew, and so I moved out there, and then I ended up leaving Green Bay to move to New Mexico with my dad. And to this day, I don't know why. I don't know. It was right after 9/11. I think the whole world was in shock and distraught, and I wanted to I actually wanted to join the Navy. And wholeheartedly really wanted to do that. And so that was one reason why I ended up moving out to my dad's. And I think me wanting to join the Navy was me running away from my problems, or my issues, or my anxiety. Because it was like, I just wanted something new. I wanted, and maybe people would like me if I went and joined the Navy, and my dad wanted me to join the Air Force. He was an Army vet. And also, I think I wanted my dad to be a little proud of me. I always felt like I was a bad son. But they wouldn't take me. I ended up moving out to New Mexico. I started working out at the Y. I actually did a little bit of jogging. I was probably the most fit I ever was in my life. I was always a fat kid, and I mean, I wasn't skinny then either. They wanted me to lose it was like 50 pounds or something, and but I was strong, and So anyway, so that never happened. They would never call me back. They'd never give me direct answers. So I figured, yeah, it's just not meant to be. And also, I was losing interest in it by that time, so it was easy to step aside. I was working at a gas station out on the reservation, the Navajo reservation. It was a pretty. I had worked at a gas station in Green Bay, and oops, that's a 2, not a C. I'm glad I caught that while I'm talking. So I was working at this gas station on the Navajo reservation, and it was the first time I ever really inquired or no, I don't know what the word is, but experience. It's the first time I experienced racism, and toward me, because I was a white guy on an Indian reservation in the role of an assistant manager. But the majority of the time I worked there in the beginning, I was acting manager because my manager had a baby and took maternity leave. I had a staff that didn't respect me, didn't do things right. I was young. I didn't hurt like I do now. And all I saw was dollar signs. So I made a decision that I let a lot of people go. I was like, if you're not going to work with me, you don't have a job. So I ended up working like 16-hour days. And Goldie, what are you sniffing for? Go lay down. Go lay down. Okay? So, and I had this older gentleman, when it was my first or second day, and he actually spit in my face, saying I had no right to work at that gas station. Which was very sad because I was so intrigued with Native American culture. Still am. I didn't let it get me down or nothing. You know, that's just the old generation at that time. And I had a lot of people explain that to me. The newer generation were really welcoming. Excuse me. So I worked there, and it was kind of like robotic. I didn't get joy out of it. It was hard living with my dad and his new wife, and I didn't know where I fit in, and I had a lot of insecurities myself, so things didn't really, it was my fault. I completely take blame of it. It's like I can look back at myself and I can be like, damn dude, you're ridiculous. And I'm still ridiculous, but at least I know how to spot things and change them. And so that was around the time when, like 2000 and I don't know if you're, it was like 2002, and I started chatting with this guy in Florida, and he was from Mexico and didn't speak any English, very little English, and I didn't speak any Spanish. I don't know why I kept trying to talk to him, but I'd look up words in the dictionary, and he would do the same. And anyway, I decided, well, I'm going to chase happiness because I just couldn't find happiness where I'm at because I didn't understand myself. So, I never caught happiness. I ended up, I ended up working my butt off trying to save money, and I ended up saving enough money to get an apartment online. So I got an apartment online. I had enough money to rent furniture for 6 months, and my rent was paid for 6 months. And I was able to pay for the utilities and everything for 6 months. And that gave me some time to find a job. I'll get into that story in probably another time. But so I went to work, and I knew the next day I was getting on a Greyhound bus, and I was going to Florida. But I didn't tell my job. I don't know why. I think I was afraid they would try to discourage me and try to change my mind. A lot of people could do that, and I let people do that when I was younger. So sometimes I just took it in my own power to yeah, I'm not gonna listen, I'm just gonna do it. And that day I did. I got out of work, my dad came and got me, and brought me to the bus station, and poor dad, he's like, well, what'd your work say? And I was like, I didn't tell him. And he was like, you really should, you really should tell them that you're not coming in. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to. I was kind of scared and kind of yeah, I didn't want to. I didn't want to be persuaded. I didn't want to be asked what I was doing. So when I left work, I had to do all the banking, and everything was there. Everything was legit. But I got calls after calls in the morning, and I ignored them. And then I went to Florida, and the day I got on the bus and went to Florida, I lost all communication with him. That was the night before. It was the last time I communicated with him on the phone. And when I got to Florida, it was a rough ride. I couldn't move into my house right away. So I ended up I got a hotel, and I booked it online, and a lot of things happened that I just didn't account for. I didn't realize that the hotel, when I looked online, Orlando looked like a city like Green Bay. But no, Orlando takes up the whole county, and the hotel was like an hour drive from the hotel, or from my apartment that I was supposed to move into. And so when I moved into my apartment, it was it was a lot of money for my taxi ride. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I was like, dang. Because I didn't have much actual cash. All my bills were paid for the 6 months, but I need to figure out a way to make money for other stuff. And I was still my dad called me, and he was like, you have this letter here. And it was from him, and so he sent it to me, and I ended up getting it, and I guess the day I got on the Greyhound was the day they came and they took him and made him move back to Mexico. I still don't really know the details of that. Probably never ever will. I shouldn't say probably. I will never ever know those details. It's just part of my past now. But yeah, so I ended up staying there for 10 years. And there's lots of stories I could tell you about Orlando. It was a rough 10 years, and I don't know why I just didn't go back. It was like I had to prove something, like I had to prove that I could make it on my own. And I wanted stability in my life. I never had it. And I still don't. But so yeah. So that's what's going on. Ryan might be going to New Mexico. And I think it's the right thing to do. I think I need to spend some time with my father. I haven't had to in almost 20 years, or I haven't been able to in like the last 20 years. So yeah, I think the universe is saying, go spend some time there. But everything's got to be switched, and it's like doctors and therapists, and that gets overwhelming. But I'm gonna let that go right now, and in time that'll all be figured out, right? So it's a pretty long story time, huh? There's other things I want to tell you too. So just give me a minute. I'll think about it. What color should I do now? So rewinding a little bit, I think I kind of, I decided to take it to slow down and kind of like focus on doing the Year of the Horse. And I'm still gonna do, I'm still gonna participate with Felix Art as long as they're going to let me. I really like the company. I am going to only, so I'm gonna stick with Felix Art. And I'll be honest with you with things, this pink canvas isn't, I'm having some issues with that, and you'll see that when I do a review. Tomorrow, the unboxing will get dropped. And then I think I'll do a review 2 weeks after that. But it also could be where my state of mind is right now. Who knows? But I'm just saying is I like that company, so I'm going to continue with them, and they're improving, and so yeah, I'm gonna keep shouting them out. 1 second. ABs. So that being said, I have Gentleman Rabbit still that I need to do. So I'm going to participate in the next event that I'll do is going to be the Alice in Wonderland event. Because I only want to do events for the time being. And that I can use things that I already have started. I don't want to start a new one just to be in an event. I need to catch up so I don't get the feelings of being overwhelmed right now. Might change in the future. So, ABs, I'm gonna use my air pen. So speaking of Felix art, so Windmills won my giveaway, and she told me she didn't want to use it. She didn't want a gift card. She wanted me to put that into my channel. So I said thank you, and I respect that decision. And so I just want to say that money was put towards a custom design that I made through ChatGPT, so it is AI generated. It is a Alphonse Mucha inspired design, where the model is male instead of female. So that'll be my first ever custom through Felix. So that'll be exciting to show everybody a custom from Felix, the quality and how they render it. I have to say, I have sent 3 pictures over to be rendered by Felix Art, and they all looked really great. But when it came right down to it, I can't afford all of them. So I had to choose. And I really liked the design I came up with of the Mucha. And I'll be doing that in Anthony's event in October, I believe. So stay tuned for that. And then you all will be able to see how a custom Felix art is. It will be resin rounds, because they don't have squares yet. And another thing, I'm trying to finish these little dots before I get into the next thing. It's kind of... I'm going to switch to something totally different. But I told my friend Mia that I wanted to participate in her year-long cat event, and I want to apologize to her because I have been absent for the whole event so far. I just didn't want to start something new, and all my cats were pretty big, but I kept continuing to feel bad about that, and that's just a trait I have. It's not going to change. So I'll just stop this now, and we'll pivot. Let me here's my cover. So I wanted to participate, and I needed. So I went and I'm gonna kit this up right now. I'm going to do these little kitty cat bookmarks. I ordered them through Temu. And they are little. It's not what I thought I ordered, actually, now that I open it. But they're still cute. I thought I ordered little bookmarks. Let me look it up while I'm here. Oh no, I'm wrong. I guess I did order these. Huh? Cool. Maybe I thought of ordering the little bookmarks. But they're cute. I mean, they're little, I don't know if they're double-sided or not, but they're little keychains things. So those aren't big, and I think I can kit those up and do those in between, so I can have a little bit of a participation. So let's take a look at them. They're cute little Kit Kats. I guess I was thinking, you have to do a big canvas to, like, whatever. And I don't know. I was looking through Temu and I was like, I saw these little. There's another, like I said, there's a bookmark, and I really like that. But these are cute, and I can participate. Kind of sticky. I like that blue one. Oh, I like that one too. That one's cute. So I think there's not much colors in here, I don't think. So, yeah, if you want, you can stick around. I'm gonna just continue to chit chat and hit this up, so I don't set it aside and not do it. Scissors. Stickers. Oh shoot. Oh no. That was bad. Oh, not as bad as I thought. Let's put some protective coverings over this. But if you don't want to sit and you have stuff to do, I completely understand. Alright. Kitting up is not my favorite thing to do. So what do we got here? We got A, D, A, D, E, H, I, N, O. That looks like a Q. O, T, and U. Let's do him. Goldie, stop huffing. Stop. Go lay down. Shh. Go lay down. Do you need to go out and get some water? Alright. Let me I'll open the door. Hold on. I have a bunch from Christmas that I probably have all of these colors. I had some snowflakes and snowmen that I never ended up doing. That's odd. Looks like all of them are crystals except for the black one. They don't have DMC codes on them. Oh, I should use my funnel. I also got some coasters. And those came with just regular acrylic drills. But I'm gonna, now that I have that set of fairy dust, I'm gonna just substitute them for fairy dust. But they're all little capybaras. Little wooden coasters. I actually make these things at work. This is thinner than what I use. I don't know how they get the design on them though. I've often wondered that. But the designs are super cute. It's just the drills are crappy. So I'll find the right shades with the fairy dust ones that I have. That one didn't cut very well. It happens. I understand that. He's riding I guess they're known to ride alligators and turtles. I don't know. They're a huge rodent, but I think they're adorable. There's another Temu find. And that's the train of drills. It's interesting. Never seen one like that. Doesn't have any numbers on it whatsoever. And then my friend Kim she does Lego blocks, and I was intrigued, so I found this on Temu, and I got this little kit. I don't know when I'm gonna try it out, but it looks really complicated. But it's supposed to be an alien. Some kind of alien, or looks like an alien crossed with an elf, crossed with an ogre, crossed with a Teletubby. But yeah, that was my Temu haul this morning. Sorry about that. You probably won't even know that happened because my phone kind of stabilizes itself when I upload it. I don't quite know how my phone really works yet. But I think it's a cool feature because the table moves a lot when I'm placing drills. So I don't know, was that a good solution? It's like you have anxiety about not being able to participate because you have anxiety about doing a large canvas and not getting it finished. So you go out and you find something that won't take forever, and you'll have some sort of satisfaction of a finish. I don't know, probably a weird way to look at things, but now I'm wondering, I don't even see those little cat bookmarks in my cart. Oh, that's okay because I just found them. So, that's the one I thought I ordered. And they have a little thing that hangs off the top. I don't know why they didn't put them on. See? They have another little head that flops over the book. It's only $1.30 today. I think I'll put that back in the cart. Alright, where was I at? T. My friend Laura gave me this for Christmas. This little case from Five Below. I've since found some in our Five Below and I bought a few more. There. That's pretty easy. Let's move this out of the way. Let's move that out of the way. And let's do that one here. Move these out of the way. You just need a single placer. Take off the plastic. Actually, it looks like poured glue. It's kind of got that wet feel to it, or wet look to it. And it's going to need to be sealed because that's all glue to. D. I'm going to put my fingers on it. Sorry, my head hit the camera. He is done. At least for this side. We'll find out if it's a double-sided keychain or not. These are actually going to become ornaments, not keychains, because I have a forever tree in my office at work. And I decided not to take it down this year after Christmas. This is going to become a forever tree. So it had hearts on it for Valentine's Day. And I know this is like St. Patrick's Day, but I don't really celebrate that. So I'll put cats on it. I wish these were crystal black. I mean, they don't look bad. I've seen worse. So yeah, I'm not gonna really call these like whipping chats, even though they kind of are. It's just kind of like I'm gonna call them, come hang out with me, come sit at my table and hang out, because there's gonna be pauses. I decided I'm gonna have. I like having the music. It kind of like frees my mind from silence. And also entertains you while I'm in silence too. Sometimes silence is good. So, if we were hanging out together, there would be moments of silence. You know, we'd both get probably lost in what we're doing, and then like, oh, guess what I'm thinking now, type thing. These black ones aren't very consistent, but they're better than some that I've come across. In the future, I'll look in that kit up for the snowmen and snowflakes and see if I have some black crystals in there. Maybe not, because, well, maybe for the snowmen they would have like maybe black in the eyes or whatever. We'll see. I could use black. Everything's gonna have fairy dust now that I have like 3,000 of each color and some extra odd colors. Looks kind of cute. I should have put not. I mean, these should. Yeah. Anyway. H. It's a pretty orange. I like this color with the blue. E is black again. I don't think I want black eyes. Let's try it. And I'll decide. Black or AB. They both kind of look funny. Not the AB. My tweezers. Let's try the blue. The black just kind of looks lost. I don't know if I like the blue either. Alright, we'll just trust the black. We'll put black. an eye, which is yellow for the nosy bows. That's a word, it really is. There we go. Now let's see if we got another side here. Yep, we do. Like that. What was the blue? The drills in this one are a little bit better than I can remember from my snowman. Lots of chipped corners in the snowman. Chipped bottoms, chipped bases. This is exciting. You're gonna witness my first completion of the year. I think the design is different on both sides. Oh no, they're not. They're not. All the D's are gone. Well, everybody, almost done. I'm gonna go make some dinner and give my dog some attention. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for, if you made it this far, thank you very much. If you didn't, I understand. But I know it's been a while since I came on and talked to everybody. So, if you liked me, go ahead and hit that like button. And I'm gonna get some, I don't know if I should let it dry before it. I didn't let my other painting that I varnished dry or sealed. I don't think it really truly does ever dry. So I'll experiment. I will get some varnish on that. Alright folks, have a good day. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.